A nice collegiate career ahead of her. Here you can see a moment ago, McGinn, she has a nice touch, but just not quite up on that cylinder enough. And you can see Reber, she's a hustler. Tough call.
And a tough bounce for Ryan Mooney on the free throws. Been stuck on 19-9 a while.
And this Pius team will lose McGill and Bone and Slavosky to graduation, but boy, they got a slew of talent in that 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. They have a nice nucleus of Mooney and Reber to build on.
And here comes the Pius three-quarter court trap again. LC beats it. Cooney passed up the open 17-footer. Right now on the court for LC, it only looks like Kate McGinn is the one who's looking to shoot.
Yeah, they need a little up-tempo O, up-tempo D. Not quite a sense of urgency yet, but there you go.
I seem to have offended Kate Fagan because as soon as I said that, she shot.
Yep, drain it from downtown and get your team to within 8. Now you need a defensive stop.
Reber, nice spin all the way in. Oh my, nice touch off the glass.
Terrific job by Rain Reber. Excellent spin move.
And McGinn will get a chance to complete a three-point play.
Now we're picking the tempo up. It's more like a heavyweight fight now. You need to respond to your opponent's blows. Reber totally ambidextrous. She'll put that little spin move on you. Little Tracy McGrady action. Nice touch.
Held ball is Farrell. Maggie Farrell jumped in the lane and grabbed on the ball. That held ball arrow sign is going to burn out by halftime. 22-14, 2:41 left. You see the clock up in your right-hand corner. Oh, they're looking back to her there.
Next 2.5 minutes are going to be critical here.
That was a good thought by Kristen Bone. She caught Slavosky out of the corner of her eye, but LC's defense recovered nicely.
See Kristen wearing a mouthpiece. I'm surprised more players do not wear a mouthpiece in sport of basketball.
Ryan Mooney making life miserable for LC.
It all starts with D. You look to run, you don't have it, you set up.
Mary Kate Brady.
Oh, baby. She knocks it down from another area code. Only in 10th grade, she has been a bona fide player all year. One of the leading three-point scorers in the league.
Wow, Michelle Brokens has been quiet until now. At her first bucket.
You can see the younger sister of the mother hen from a year ago. Kim Brady's younger sister, bang!
Kristen Bone says it was tipped, wasn't it? Official says no.
LC chance to cut it to 6 or 5 here, Al. It's amazing how Maggie's teams just hang around all year, all game. It's just so hard to put an LC team away. Such ferocity.
Good denial by Slavosky on defense to knock the ball away.
Slavosky 5'9".
She's tall, that's tall.
Yeah, and her presence defensively makes a huge difference, especially with McGill having limited minutes in recent weeks.
Uh-oh. She's been shooting well, has Kate Fagan. McGinn has it put back to her. They're going to call her for a walk before the shot. Do not count that bucket.
Excellent call. 3 officials working a game of this magnitude, working together very well. Nice cohesive unit. You look at it, and what's the call here? Referee clinic. Is it a jump ball or is it walking? That's walking.
Michelle Brokens trying to take Mooney by herself. And Mooney comes back and gets a block. Oh my, they're going to call her for a foul.
All ball is what they'd be yelling on the playground.
Along with a few other words. Hyphenated.
That was erased. That would be all leather.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Unless it's a composite. It's probably all leather. You never know today, though.
All synthetic. There you see the scoreboard, folks. We have a lot more to go.
every group has its leader. The one that everyone looks up to. The one that decides where the group should go. The one that everyone follows. Because they always have the best ideas and the coolest toys.
Just in time for the free throw. Shannon Cooney, senior, hits the first one. She now has 4 points.
This is of paramount importance here this last minute of the first half. There you can see the successful Lady Wildcat team. LC only 4 points in the first quarter, but guess what? They're going to be down 6 points right now only with 53 seconds to go till halftime. As poorly as they played, this is a big possession.
That's a good point. Pius does not seem to be in the last shot mode. Well, now they are.
Yeah,
I see Ryan Mooney, she's aware.
Philosophically, it's either going to be a 6 or an 8-point lead we're going to take into halftime. Go with about 6 seconds left.
Oh, it's Brokens with a steal and Brokens with a layup. It's a 4-point game.
Michelle Brokens, a sophomore, 5'8" guard, makes a huge play. It's a 4-point game just like that.
Bone with a nice shovel pass to Slyvoski. Oh, and she missed an easy one. 2 seconds left, and that will be the buzzer. LC has got to feel very good, Bernie.
And they're going to take Lady Mo with them into that halftime locker room.
They woke the fans up. It's a 4-point game. Now, it's not a high-scoring game, but Bone has 8. She had a quick start. And McGinn with 6.
And despite a 32% field goal percentage, LC hanging around only down 4. This is what they do, Al. They're just they play so well together. They're so cohesive. They hang around, they garner momentum, and then they sting you right at the end. That's how you win 10 out of 13 championships.
Special Super Bowl show for Monday Morning Quarterback. It will be live Sunday. That's tomorrow. Or today if you're watching it on Sunday. Yeah, LC comes out the way they started the game, sluggishly.
Yeah, there's no panic in the eyes of the Pius players. They reflect the coaching staff. There's the line score. 17th spot is what got this game close by LC in the second quarter. But Pius will stay within themselves. This is their MO. Look to push or set up if you don't have an opportunity. And Al, one of the primary reasons they crawled back into this turnover amount for LC in second quarter, 0. You protect the rock, you can win the game.
And ironically, their first possession of this half is a turnover. Trying to get it into Kristen Bone. Good defense by Wadula. Michelle Brokens has it spin away. She's going against Slyvoski.
It's a straight up man D.
Good interior pass there. McGinn shovels it up with the left hand and can't get it, and Bone puts the clamps on it. Yeah, and here comes Rain Reber.
LC with no prolific scorer. Pius looking to run here.
Bone from 17.
Oh, yes.
Has 10.
She's feeling it. She got a nice touch on that little set shot there.
Yes, she does.
Nice quick release. Turnover, Reber.
With Mooney at 2-on-2, Reber pulls up. Nice touch,
Bang!
Nice pull up.
She is feeling it. She was one of the leading three-point shooters the last couple seasons. She is deadly from beyond the arc.
Well, that's a heady way to run the fast break. You take what they give you.
Yeah, you don't see as many pull-ups as we've seen in years gone by.
It is a lost art.
It's amazing.
It's tough to do.
That was always one of my favorite shots. You just pull up, you got an open jumper from about 10, 15 feet.
Oh, Reber finds Slyvoski behind the defense, and she will go to the line.
Incredible. First, we'll look at Reber a moment ago setting up on the fast break. We're not going to do that, but we talk about the last play. She sees the floor so well. You know, the learning curve, a player reaches a point about end of sophomore year, the learning curve maxes out, the game begins to slow down when you see it that clearly.
Yeah, our camera guys, in addition to being nice fellas, Bernie, are good camera guys. We got Dalton Fine over there, and we have, well, that was me, and we got Matt Wagner.
4 games in less than 24 hours.
Plus you got Rusty Rhodes down there on the sideline.
His shoulder's ready to drop to the floor.
You got Aaron, you got the guys in the truck.
That camera's not light. It's a nice crew, good feel. It's kind of like, you know, the Eagles organization, you know. We got a nice feel in the situation here.
We have the easy job. Where is Livy? That's right, Livy's here too.
Livy gives me my hug every time I come to a game. There's Olivia.
For that alone, she earns her money.
Her mother, Popey Prothero, teacher at Pottstown High School. Now we're going to go back, and again, what we declare was a lost art. Just set up and take it. She has elbows in, nice arc, good backspin, feeling it off her toes.
For you younger fellas out there, you do that next time down, maybe you hesitate, defender comes out, then you go for the layup.
The old Ganoza move. Oh, Dave Caldwell said hello, by the way, hung around after the game last night.
Oh, cool.
Owen J guy. Surprised he's not here today, rooting those girls on.
Look at this, McGill is going to go to the line also.
Yeah, she's one of their key difference makers. Been under the weather, but she's got the head for the game. She sees the game very well and knows how to use that glass. Lauren McGill saved some of her best basketball last year for the playoffs, and here's why. She can elevate. It's not often how high you jump, it's how quickly you can jump.
McGill's first bucket. Now 7 Pius players have scored. There's Cooney. It was online, but a bit short. McGinn with a rebound. And Fagan couldn't get it up in traffic. It will be St. Pius ball.
And it looks like Coach Maz has tweaked the defensive philosophy a little bit, just so much to confuse LC. Halftime adjustment, suddenly they're up 13.
You can hear Coach Mosley across the court.
Yeah, Coach Maz and Coach Morton, they'll get their point across.
Bone with a little 10-footer. Now hard luck bounce. Good pass by Slavosky.
LC just not getting a quick outlet right now.
That's Brokens from Spring City. You like that?
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. There's Maggie. Is there anyone in the family that doesn't coach? Jim, the head coach at LC. Jim Jr. at the Grove. John Algio at LC. Mike DeMartelier at LC. Veronica. Jacqueline's the head coach at Chestnut Hill.
I saw Mike. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I saw Mike coming into the game today. He's here. Kristen Bone can't get the bounce. Gets the rebound. Dislocates a shoulder from someone in the process, and McGill will go to the line. She just snatched that ball away.
Yeah, it's so simplistic sometimes. Just you have a plan, execute your game plan, be fundamentally strong, protect the rock, box out, hit your foul shots. It's not rocket science.
McGill now has 3 points. It's a 14-point game, which I think may be the biggest lead of the game.
I believe you are correct. Coach Maz looking pretty calm over there.
He is. Very sophisticated. 2 of 2 on that trip.
Nice haircut, too.
He has your barber. It is a 36-21 game. A 15-point bulge.
Pius smelled blood in the first half, but now, boy, they could really knock him out if they get another little mini run going here.
Christina Buckholtz loses it out of bounds.
Might
Good
be
defense
time
by
for a
Slavosky.
TO. Look at that, a goose egg for the third quarter for LC.
Wow.
You know, they're just in a funk right now.
Slavoski just inside the arc.
Pius pressuring the outlet just enough to slow down them pushing the ball up the court. The little things make the big differences. One of the reasons they're in a funk is Pius's MO is tenacious D.
That's a group. That's Jack Black's group, right? Tenacious D. One and done for LC on that trip. Slavoski measures it up and drains it.
She starts knocking them down. They become very dangerous.
Brianna now with 7.
Balloon to a 17-point difference.
Wow. And Bernie, the way that first half ended, it looked like it was going to be nip and tuck.
Turnover. And with under 3.5 minutes to go till the end of the third quarter, this is of paramount importance to get a defensive stop, get it one bucket at a time, hang around, get it less than 10 going into the fourth quarter.
Kristen Bone cleans it up and scores.
Wow.
She has 12 points.
T.O., baby.
And
talk it over.
Has a 19-point lead.
Amazing.
We'll be back.
You know Prizers is your headquarters for John Deere lawn and garden equipment. But did you know that Prizers is the Tri-County area's best-kept secret for top-of-the-line appliances? Name brands such as Wolf, Viking, Thermador, Sub-Zero, and Decor. Whether you're replacing your existing appliances or buying a new home and need to furnish your kitchen, call Prizers today at 610-469-6200 or visit our showroom on Route 100 south of Pottstown.
Pac-10 boys final coming up Tuesday. And Bernie, it's going to be run simultaneously on Channel 4 at 11.
Nice. Springford, Phoenixville. Everybody kind of realized Phoenixville would be there at the end. A bit of a surprise that Springford's there. They're minus the best player in the league, in my opinion, in Billy Mengel. But the way they played last night, Phoenixville better be ready.
Oh, yeah, they look very good.
Talking to Coach Caldwell, you know, 6'6", 6'5", DeSantis, Grosshanton, they really played significant roles in that W last night. You knew Lopez was in his game. You knew Burnett's going to dial it long distance. But boy, they got major role players stepping up at the right time of the year.
I didn't realize the rebounding edge was that pronounced, but it was 2-to-1 edge, and it was almost even at halftime.
And draining those trifectas the way they were.
Yep. There's a three-pointer that misses, and again, it's one and done for LC.
Pius so adept at boxing out.
Kristen Bone was looking backdoor for someone. Slavoski broke late.
Pius in a conscious effort to establish the high post. When you have a player with the skills that Kristen Bone has, utilize that high post. Now she's down low and she was left alone.
Ooh, Brokens with a nice defensive play. I thought that was lights out, 2 points. That would have made it a 21-point game.
Oh, hack.
That's going to be a 3-point, 3 foul shots.
And here you can see Brokens closes and gets all ball.
Yeah, that was clean.
Bone never saw her coming. Bone with good recognition that she was uncovered, dropped from high post down low. See, a lot of what they do, they're going to try to invite you down low and get a double on the baseline.
Shannon Cooney now has 6, half of those from the line. She gets 2 more. I was watching Notre Dame, I guess, last weekend. The point guard for Notre Dame, Chris Thomas, has made like 50-some straight free throws at last count.
Amazing. Those Notre Dame girls ended the 112-game home winning streak for Connecticut. That was awesome. You see that game?
Yeah. No. Read about it. Cooney gets 2 of 3, and LC gets the offensive rebound. Nice move by Brokens, but can't get the roll. Gibbons struggling for it. And they're going to call Pius with a foul. It is going to be Kristen Bone. That's only her first.
Clock becoming an ally of Pius.
Brian Slavosky working very hard on defense. With Brokens, breaks her down. Bone steals the ball, and I think they got her for a foul.
Tough call.
No, I'm sorry, it was not on Bone. It was on Oceana, I think, reaching in.
Yeah, their defense is predicated on look to double whenever possible and cover for the player who's left uncovered.
That's going to be a turnover.
So uncharacteristic of a Coach DeMarto Lear team. But you know what? They'll shake this. They got a run in them. They're going to make a run before this game's out.
Rain couldn't find anybody open and calls a timeout. Well, they better do it quick, Bernie. 1:30 left in the third period.
The 6-speed, 240 horsepower Accord Coupe from Honda.
Pius sideline.
Always vocal support for Pius. I'll tell you, one of the primary reasons the lead has expanded out, turnovers. LC has doubled their turnover amount in the third quarter.
Oh, Reber in trouble.
Pius defensively definitely confusing LC's offensive continuity.
Almost looked like they were going zone.
Yeah, they'll have the man principles within a zone concept. It's a gray zone. That's the coaching at the higher level. You know, a lot of coaches just straight up man or straight up zone. Not in Pius's system.
Wow, bodies all over the wood. And the arrow is pointing Lansdowne Catholic's way.
We saw last night in Coach Caldwell's system at Springford, similar to Coach Ma's. Defensively, you think they're in man, but they're really in zone or vice versa, and they'll change in the middle of a play.
LC can't can the easy one at another authoritative rebound for Kristen Bone. You don't want to be hanging a loose limb in there when she grabs a board. Ryan Mooney all the way down, but can't get the roll. A little strong.
Reber has become so unselfish this year. Her point production a little higher last year, but overall the team right now playing at a higher level.
Oceani to Bone, back out to Reber. Inside of 3 seconds, Reber. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So Pius doesn't score there, but they got to be pretty happy. They will take a 17-point lead into the last quarter, holding LC Bernie to 2 points in that period.
G'day, mates. Join me as I search the wilds of Pat's Beverages. One thing you've got to remember is to always be on your guard, because you never know when you might run into something. Such a variety of wildlife. Oh, I think I got the little bugger. Oh, crikey, it bit me. So come on down to the preserve at Pat's Beverages and check out the wildlife. And don't forget to say hi to the Sheila.
You want it. The Norco Auto Group's got it.
Norco will do what it takes to get you the vehicle you want at the price you want.
You want selection? You got it.
With over 500 new Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, and used vehicles.
All at the best prices anywhere. You want savings? You got it.
With financing as low as 0% and 0 down available.
You want protection? You got it.
Every new vehicle comes backed by a 7-year, 70,000-mile limited powertrain warranty.
The Norco Auto Group.
Pottstown's largest 5-star Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge dealer.
Now at 2148 East High Street next to Old Town Jewelers in Pottstown.
There's Randy Doty with his BIMP system, amazing. It just basically equates to horsepower. What's the bottom line? What's this player's production? The numbers don't lie. How many touches, all the categories, altered shot, the minor categories. Quantify the effort and see what's the horsepower on this player. Stats 23%, it's not going to get it done when you run with the big dogs. And a tumultuous third quarter held to 2 points. 12 turnovers.
Shannon Cooney gets called for the foul. She has 3. Ryan Mooney can handle the basketball.
Yeah,
So can Rain Reber.
Yeah, you look at the Pac-10 on the girls' side. Who would be a potential MVP? There's not really one player that separated themselves from anyone else. You throw names out like Austin, Metz, Reber, Harper, only a freshman, Mooney. And there you can see a 4-spot in the first quarter, 2-spot in the third quarter, and a lot of it has to do with Pius defense. They pressure the basketball and they are physical.
They're going to throw a little trap at LC right now.
Yeah, a little 1-2-1-1 diamond.
Cooney left open for 3. They got to start chucking it up from 3-point range.
Yeah, they got to knock down some trays if they want to crawl back in this one.
Oh, they can't buy a bucket.
Pius with a 17-point lead, 7 minutes to go. You want to set up, take your time, get a good shot. Not a real heady foul right there. Coach Chernesky. I mentioned Aisha Harper, the freshman. She ended her season with 28 points the other night in her last game of the year. Wow. What a freshman class. That's what I was saying. You take an AAU team, you take those 2 freshmen from O&J, the 2 freshmen from Springford, and Harper. Man, they could be dangerous at that age group.
Bone with position, little ball fake, and some tough luck.
We're going to get Del Savage's daughter up there on that Pottstown team next year.
3-point shot misses by Brokens. Follow was put up and in by Cooney.
Yeah, they're going to have to crank it up defensively. They need some forced turnovers now.
McGill trying to work hard, got fouled underneath. LC has fouled themselves into the penalty. The next time they foul, Pius will go to the line. McGill with position, puts it up with the right hand.
This little baby hook.
The back of the iron is very, very unforgiving, Bernie.
You keep saying
it's so cold. It's like Hitler's soul.
That rim's looking like an ocean.
I mean, in general. Now here they're a lot more forgiving than at Pottstown.
I don't know what it is with you and the Pottstown rim.
Man.
Sometimes I feel it's like throwing the ball in the ocean at Pottstown. You don't even hit the iron.
You have to, or it's
You're
going to come
just
out.
bitter because I got you in the 3-ball contest.
I think you're hallucinating there. Brianna Slavosky a little strong off the glass. Here comes LC. We'll see.
I told you I'll give you a rematch.
All right. 5:52 left to play. There's your clock up in the top right.
Coach Caldwell told me you like to have a little fun in the day.
He was a fun. I tell you last night, he was a clown. He was a fun guy to be around. But I mean, when it came time to play, he was fierce.
You can see it in his eyes. He's
a
winner, man.
He's still fierce.
Intense. Talk about intensity. There's Maggie. This would be uncharacteristic for them to have an early exit in the Final Four.
Yeah.
But truly an overachieving team. On paper, they were not thought to be a team that would challenge for the Pac-10 title. And about 3/4 way through the season, everyone pretty much awarded it to Pottsgrove.
Yeah.
And here's an O&J team, lost 7 seniors off a Final Four team, and they reload, and now they're in the championship game. Incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's Cooney, the 3-pointer. That cuts to 12.
And there's one of your seniors stepping up. Suddenly it's 12. This is a critical junction.